Sick and disgusting. Listen to this. Oberlin College student leader wants to, quote, bring back political assassinations following politically motivated murder of Charlie Kirk. I'm going to read this here in a second, but first I want to go to this other article that talks about how the underchecked academia has radicalized America. It is in the academic institutions, but Hollywood is guilty as well as the deep state and politics and media, right? So there are institutions that have been taken over by leftist radicals trying to undermine the American way, right? God, family, America, justice. And this is pointing out academia is really kind of the boiling pot. I mean, this is where the celebrations are happening. That's why Charlie Kirk targeted universities and college students, and he didn't go to college himself to prevent him from being subjected to that brainwashing. Hello, everyone. It's Michael here at This Way TV. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go in the comment section and give your opinion on what the solution to this is. But let me read. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm going to get to the other article real quick. But this is a guest post by Ken Pittman on the Gateway Pundit. If you want to read the whole thing, he's just giving his personal run through, trying to assess why did this happen, even though the shooter was not enrolled in college. This is where the main hub of this ideology has festered and spread into our culture. Guest post. Like many millions of others, I learned of the bloody execution of Charlie soon after it happened at 12:23 on September 10th. I knew of Charlie as a Christian first conservative American, best known for engaging college campuses for political debate. For many, he became a national example of how conservatives should engage the other side, right? Let's just talk. It's crazy. Some saw him as an agitator by doing so. Others grew to see him as a horrible right-wing fascist who should be stopped by any means. And we saw that in the writings of this guy, that some arguments can't be worked out. That was it. He had resolved there's no talking that would work this out. Soon after Kirk's assassination, it was clear that at least hundreds of thousands of Americans were eagerly willing to openly spike the football and celebrate or taunt those who mourned Kirk's slaughter, either on social media or in person. I found this to be shocking. Yes, it was shocking. How did we get here? I first watched the establishment media networks and newspapers formulate their motive for the assassination. It became clear to them all in a suspiciously synchronized way that the shooter was right-wing and a Trump supporter, right? They've got to spin it away, get the eyes off of themselves. Some lunge toward the theory that the alleged and arraigned shooter, Tyler Robinson, was a groiper. If you never heard the word, I don't blame you, or etc. Then once the mainstream media realized they could not control the narrative, they began to share the information already outed by Utah's Governor Cox, the FBI, and the conservative media, who for days have been sharing the statements by Robinson's own family, his friends, etc. So he goes on to start looking at the colleges and the radicalization in the colleges. And here is an example of someone radicalized in college. Oberlin College student leader wants to bring back political assassinations. Julia Shu, XU, is a radical leftist student at Oberlin College in Oberlin, Ohio, who serves on the college's advisory board of the school's gender, sexuality, and attraction initiatives and participates with students for a free Palestine. Of course, this is the making the guy's point, right? The other article. Following the politically motivated murder of Charlie Kirk, Julia voiced her support for political assassinations as a way to silence political opponents. In a social media post under her handle, we need to bring back political assassination. She continued, I don't feel bad and don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. Some people should be afraid to express their opinion in public. That is anti-American. This is her right here. And she immediately starts deleting. She starts deleting. She puts this out there, and then she deletes it immediately. But the Wayback Machine has preserved it. So they're being exposed, and they're running for their lives. Well, not for their lives, but they're running for cover, realizing that they're coming out on the wrong side, and it's only going to get worse for them and better for law and justice. Thank God Trump's in office right now. Oh, Christian people, your only salvation lies in the power of unity. God is in control.